Hey guys, it's Alpha. So for my vlog today, my mom and I are going to be showing you how to make tamales because it's tamal season for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. So I hope this is enjoyable and maybe I showed you guys how to make something new. Alright, so these are the ingredients that we'll be using today. The meat is approximately 4 pounds, right? So 4 pounds, and we're using pork top loin. We're using it where you got the pork loin not too big and not too small so it doesn't dissolve while it's cooking. And the ingredients that we'll be using today is the peppercorn. We'll be using 1/4 teaspoon, oregano, 1/2 teaspoon, laurel leaves, 3 leaves, and then the cumin for 1 teaspoon. We'll also be using some garlic salt, some dried pasilla peppers, and then some guajillo, right? California? Guajillo? Oh, Chile California, as the head chef says. This is the approximate what it looks like of what each of the ingredients. We'll also be using what looks like to be 4 garlic, some onion, and then here is the masa, or the dough, sorry. And then right over there are the corn husks that will be soaking for a little so they can get a little more, be a little easier to use. So while the corn husks are being soaked in hot water, you're going to want to start adding the pork loin into your pot of hot water. And once you do that, add in the garlic and the onion. So while the pork is boiling, we're gonna have to take out the seeds from the pasilla peppers and the California ones. We're gonna be taking out the seeds, and what we'll be using with the skins is we'll be adding it into our pot of boiling water with the meat. We're gonna leave them in for about 3 to 4 minutes so they don't get too soft that they dissolve, because we'll be using the shell or the skin to make the sauce for the meat. Then we'll be taking out the onion and the garlic, which will be later be blended with the chile that we'll be adding into the boiling pot. What I'm doing here is just making sure that all of the chile is evenly soaked and none are left out. Hopefully you guys remember me saying around the beginning of this video that we'd have to soak the chile for about 3 to 4 minutes. Well, that was a lie. Right after I walked away, my mom said to get back and take them out. So it's actually a little quicker than I'd thought, because once I started taking them out, they were some of them were already starting to break apart on me. So make sure not to leave the pot for too long, because you'll just have to take them out right after and just put them in the blender. Coming to you live straight from our lovely kitchen is my mom with a quick little tip for you guys. Take it away.
Se le pone poquita agua de esta, no mucha, porque como está caliente, al estarlo moliendo explota la licuadora.
¿Y no quieres que pase eso?
No.
No.
Después, si falta agua, cuando lo esté uno moliendo, que quede demasiado espeso, se le va poniendo poquita agua fría para ya no estarle poniendo tanta caliente y que se baje la temperatura lo de adentro de la licuadora.
To sum it up, we really don't want you guys getting hurt and your blender exploding on you. Anyway, this is me adding the bay leaves, the cumin and the oregano into our blender that has the 2 types of chile and the onion and garlic. I also forgot to mention that we added flour because it makes the sauce a little thicker. We really don't want it too runny because it'll just ruin the texture and the flavor of everything. I believe we used a spoonful of it, so just make sure to blend it all properly. After you're done blending, make sure you add some of that sauce onto your tamal dough so it can give your tamales a little bit more flavor and make them look 10 times as appetizing. Unfortunately for all of us, making tamales always requires a little bit of elbow grease, so make sure you're mixing all of that sauce in together with the masa. Also, sorry for my shaky camera work. While the meat is still cooking, we're going to be adding that sauce that we used earlier on our tamal masa into our pot of meat to give the meat that authentic tamal taste. Also, make sure you properly strain or else you're going to be left with all this like goop in your tamales, and you really don't want that. We don't want the goop. Mom just tried the broth for the meat and she said that they're going to be super good. She says sorry to all of you guys who are watching. While we waited for the meat to be done cooking, we started making the shell, I guess, for the tamal. Basically, just make sure you get it all around just enough so when you close it, nothing falls out of it. My mom is going to add that little thing right there. So it's just gonna sit on top of the water, so above this line here, and we're just gonna place all the tamales inside. After the meat is prepared, we kind of just add it into the tamal masa. Guys, please don't be stingy with the meat. It kind of sucks when you get a meat tamal and all you bite into is dough when you're expecting meat. Be kind of the equivalent of eating a chocolate chip cookie but with no chocolate chips and you just get cookie. Please add enough meat to your tamal. Oh. The struggle was real for me, guys. Once you're done making your batch of tamales, you're going to start arranging them in your pot like so, with the open part facing up so none of the contents of your tamal start spilling out. After anxiously waiting about an hour for these boys to cook, we have the final result. Here we are. Now we got a taste test. Right, there you have it, guys. A simple but not so simple tutorial vlog of me and my mom making tamales. If you guys ever do try this, that would be great. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.